Hello, and welcome back to Raised by Giants, where we talk all things spirituality. I'm Ryder Lee, and it is just me tonight. And hot damn, was my mind blown from talking with Shane Sador the other day. And it all makes so much sense and brings everything together that I have really been researching. And he was kind of beating around the bush a little bit, but I hope you guys kind of understood it because it was mind blowing to me. But I'm not going to beat around the bush here today. I'm going to kind of just compound upon what we were talking about. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I think is happening. And I always had the feeling that a lot of the secret space program whistleblowers and proclaimed super soldiers, that something wasn't right about it, right? That they were experiencing a alternate reality or parallel reality because none of it ever made any sense. That you can be taken in the space, fight aliens on Mars and the moon, turned into a super soldier and all this regenerative technology, and then you magically time travel back 20 years to when you were taken, made absolutely no logical sense, right? And it makes no logical sense because it didn't really happen. It was a simulation, a holographic simulation. And that's what these programs are, holographic simulations. Any of these programs that you research, you'll see that hallucinogenics are involved, right? The 149 sub projects under MK Ultra, all of them involve some sort or some form of hallucinogenics. So they give you hallucinogenics as a child. That's why children are so important, because children are very susceptible, um, and can't differentiate between what's real and what's not. Definitely when they're on any kind of hallucinogenic substances. And it becomes harder to do this the older you get because you become locked into this reality. So essentially, they strap you into a chair, throw a big screen in front of your face, and make you believe that what you're experiencing is reality, that you lived 20, 40, 60 years fighting aliens in space. And then, coming back to reality, not realizing what you just experienced. You had no idea what happened because you were a kid, and it's traumatizing and you repress it because you're confused, right? Only for it to resurface later and you think that it actually happened. The secret space program isn't outer space, it's inner space because it happened in your head. And when you look at the definition of the word program, you get a set of related measures or activities with a particular long term aim, an extensive program of reforms, right? A series of coded software instructions to control the operation of a computer or other machine, right? Provide a computer or other machine with coded instructions for the automatic performance of a task. It's a simple matter to program the computer to recognize symbols, right? So they're programming you in this secret inner space program to accept the holographic simulation as reality. And then when you look at the word space, and I'm really rethinking the whole idea of space. What if outer space isn't what we've been led to believe? What if we can't really travel in space? What if each planet is its own separate quarantine zone, right? What if you have to dematerialize and rematerialize in order to get to a different planet? That's kind of what Shane was talking about in our interview, that it's that you can do it through a form of technology. And then he was also talking about that they're trying to duplicate the natural abilities that we have to incorporate it with technology. I don't know, but it's really making me think that, no one's traveling in space. It's more of a interdimensional travel, and all the advanced craft we have here on the planet can only operate within this planet and maybe the upper atmosphere. I mean, we get all of our internet through sea cables and weather balloons pinging off of each other. Me and Paul Knight did an interview about this where he breaks it down. It's called the Loon Project, LOON, because you got to be loony to believe we're getting internet from satellites. So if there's no satellites in space, then what the heck is going on? Something's not adding up. Maybe we can only get so far into space before there's like a barrier and we can't go any further, which just adds to the fact that we're in a simulation. If you want to know more about the Loon projects and where we actually get internet from, check out the interview that I did with Paul Knight titled, Where Does Internet Come From? And it's weird, we have how we've been programmed to think space is outer space when space can be anything. And it doesn't necessarily mean outer space. We just take it to mean when someone says space or NASA says space or the government says space, that we think that they're referring to outer space. But when you break down the word space, you get ace, SPAACE. And spa means healing with water. And ace is exactly what ace means. Ace in the hole, you're holding the highest suit. So space really means water is the ace, and water has memory. The Hebrew word for water is mem. So is what we've been referring to as God, is God water? Is water our memory? Is water actually space? And then what happens if you pollute the water? Are you polluting our memory? The air we breathe is water. In Genesis 1:7, God made the expanse and separated the waters that were below the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And it was so. I think we've been thinking of space all wrong. And they've been using a play on words. And when they say space, they aren't actually referring to outer space. We just associate space with being outer space, right? They're running a program on us when space might actually be us. Space might be in our heads, our minds. It might be water. And what are we made up of? We're made up of water. So it only makes sense when you redefine the word space, it changes everything. Secret space program, inner space program, space force, inner space force. They're trying to protect the memory that is withheld in the water to try and save us. I don't know. It's just kind of my thoughts that was running through my head. I was actually up until 4 a.m. after my show with Shane thinking about this stuff. But let me know. I know it was kind of short, but I like doing these things because it expands our thoughts and our ideas and our beliefs, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching and listening. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up button to help the channel out in the YouTube algorithm, share, subscribe, and check out my Rokfin channel. Things are going to start getting rough out here, and I make sure to always try and have a backup. And I post all of my regular shows that I do here on YouTube also on Rokfin over there for free. And I'll be back this Sunday, and I'll post a clip here on YouTube from my show with Dan from the Cosmic Keys podcast. And Tuesday, I'll be back on YouTube with my friend Birch Driver. Also, me, Paul Knight, and Jay Soul have started a weekly podcast together called the Flockage Hour. We just recorded our first episode on cryptozoology, and we're going to be talking about different topics over there each week. So if it's out, I will post it. I'll post the link in the show notes for you guys to check out. It's a lot of fun. I had a great time with those guys, and it's going to be a weekly show. So go over there and subscribe to Paul's YouTube channel for that. What the Flock TV. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys soon. And remember, we're not only in a spiritual war, but a war on humanity. Stay aware, stay alert, keep love in your heart for everyone. Stay safe out there. And remember, if you can see through the illusion, you are the solution. See you guys next time.